Hey guys, welcome back to the Project DIY channel. On today's project, we're going to put a screen on a MacBook. Let's get started. Okay guys, so today we're replacing the screen on a MacBook. This is my daughter's MacBook, 13-inch MacBook Air, and she recently had an incident with the screen, and as you can see, it's broke. Busted the screen here, and the only part of the screen that actually works where you can see anything is over here. Of course, that doesn't do you any good. This is the screen that I'm going to be putting on the MacBook. I got this off of eBay. It is a used screen, but it was relatively cheap compared to the other prices I saw. I gave like $100 for this. Here are the steps we're going to go through to replace this screen. First of all, there's 10 screws on the back. So we're going to take the back off, pop that off once we get the screws out. Then there's several ribbon cables that have to be unplugged. Of course, the battery needs to be unplugged. Some screws that hold the hinges down. Take those off, slip the new one on, put it all back together. All right, so Apple uses a proprietary screw, believe it or not. That's Apple for you. They don't want you to repair anything, they want you to replace it. They use a proprietary screw in the back here. And I have one of those screwdrivers it's called a pentalobe screwdriver. And I have one of those, but I'm not able to find it right now. So I went ahead and took these screws out, hacked them out with a straight screwdriver. So, all right, once we get these screws out, we're gonna pop the back off. Inside we have electronics, battery, stuff like that. The battery is right here and it has a little tab on it. We'll pop that out. That will completely unhook the battery from the laptop. Okay, from here we're going to pop off this ribbon cable over here on the side. And there's a little handle on it. Pull that handle up, pull that on the cable, and that pops out. Also, there's another small cable on this side that's just pops into place. So we'll need to pop that out of place. That one was a little difficult to get out, but we got it out of there. And there's a couple more. These just snap in. One right there, one right there. And once we have those out, we can start taking screws out of the two hinges here on each corner. I've loosened these last two screws up, but I'm going to leave them in there, make it easier to get the screen off. Need to separate it. Stand it up here, and then we're going to take these two out. apart. I have to pull these wires that are stuffed in here out. And there we go, there's the broken screen off. Alright, put the new one back on. Set this down in here. Make sure the cables are where we can get to them. Files are in place. I'm going to stick one of these screws back in here. Stick one back in this side. All right. Fold this back up and lay it back up. Does look like this has a small little piece that needs to be attached to the latch with the screw. Now this laptop has evidently had a screen put on it before. We bought this used, or refurbished rather. New ones, instead of this just being stuffed down in here, it was taped in here. So you would have to cut the tape to pull that out. But since this one has had a screen before, that wasn't an issue. And it doesn't have to be taped. You just have to stuff the cable back down in underneath the board. Alright, got that in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put this screw in. Actually, I'll go ahead and put all three of them in. And these little cables snap right on this small board. 1. These things are tiny. 2. And again, you want to make sure this cable's tucked back and under the board here so that it doesn't get pinched. Alright, so once you have your cable in there, then we can plug this little small cable up over here. Just like so. Then this one plugs in here. And once that's plugged in, you snap the little retainer down. Go ahead and plug the battery back in. And then we can put the back on. Now again, these screws in the bottom of this are Apple proprietary, and I had to hack into it to get them open. So, because I didn't have the correct screwdriver. So I'm going to spare you the agony of watching me put those back in. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Power button. Got your fingers crossed. And there's the Apple logo. And there's my daughter's pretty face. Addison, your laptop is fixed. Alright guys, thanks for joining me on this one. Got the laptop fixed. My daughter will be happy. Appreciate you watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See ya.